Are you the type of gadgeteer that replaces their gear at the first sign of trouble, or are you the type that likes to repair it? I'm the type that likes to try to repair it, and today I'm going to show you how I repaired this 2013 MacBook Pro. So I bought this back at the end of 2013 and I used it for several years, and then I got a new computer and I gave it to Jeannie, and she's been using it ever since for a very long time now. But as of the last year and a half, she's been complaining a lot about the fact that the battery is pretty weak, and she can get maybe an hour and a half tops before she starts seeing the dreaded low battery warnings, and then finally it'll just die. So I finally got tired of hearing the complaints and decided it was time to do something about it. And my solution was not to throw this computer away, but to repair it. I did that by purchasing a battery replacement kit off of Amazon for about $45 at the time. I also had to buy some alcohol and some syringes, of all things, and I'll get to why I needed that in a second. The battery replacement kit even comes with the screwdrivers that you need to open the back of the MacBook and remove the existing battery. But once the back is off, the battery is exposed, and you can see here that it's like a 6-cell battery, and it was a dirty mess in there. The next step I had to do was use one of the screwdrivers to remove the screws that hold in the speakers in the corner of the MacBook. And once I removed the screws, I could just gingerly move the speakers out of the way on both sides. And then once that was done, the next step is to pull off the covering over the keyboard connector. And you don't have to be real careful here because the replacement battery has this connector built in. And you could pull the whole thing off. And then once it's removed, you have to pry up the connector itself. And it's not really easy, and it would have been nice if they would have included some kind of tool to help you pry it up in the battery replacement kit. And then the next step is to use a syringe and either some adhesive remover, or I just purchased some 99% isopropyl alcohol off of Amazon. I squirted some of the alcohol underneath the left side of the battery pack, waited about 10 to 20 seconds, and then I used an old gift card to start prying up the battery. But after some effort, I was able to get the first cell up, and then I squirted a little bit of more alcohol, waited a little bit longer, and was finally able to get the whole battery detached. You really need to use more alcohol and scrape it clean like I did here. And once it's all cleaned up, it's time to put in the new battery. You need to remove the sticker from the back of the battery and then carefully position it where it goes back into the MacBook. I mean, you only pretty much have one shot at this, so be careful. Well, here you can see I've got it back in place, ready to screw back in. But first I need to connect the keyboard connector to the motherboard. And that takes a little bit of effort, and it's kind of scary because you have to snap it in place. But once you get the nerve up and just press it in, you're good to go. And then you just have to remove the protective plastic covering over the top of the battery before you can put the cover back on. Success! Now you might be wondering, why didn't I just take it to Apple? Well, there's two reasons. First reason is I don't have an Apple store near me. The nearest one is like 70 miles away, and I didn't really want to take it up there. And the second reason is, as far as I understand, from at least one other place that I called, Apple does not even service MacBooks that are of this age. So I couldn't take it to Apple, and it probably would have cost too much to have them repaired anyway. So I did call 3 local places, local to me, and then one a little bit farther away in Bloomington, Indiana. So the one in Bloomington, Indiana told me that they were going to charge me $400 to replace the battery and that I'd be better off just buying a brand new MacBook Air. And yeah, that would have been true if it really cost that much. Now, 2 other places here in my town of Columbus, Indiana, both of those places, the one place was only going to charge approximately $115, which probably in the grand scheme of things, that would have been better for me just to take it there, just so I wouldn't have had to do this myself. And then the other place was going to charge $169. But when it came down to it, I only spent $60 on this repair, $60 plus my own time. And when it was all said and done, it probably took me, I'm going to say 30 to 45 minutes to do it. The most time was just getting the adhesive to loosen so that I could wedge that plastic card underneath the battery. And then the second thing was cleaning up all the residue. So that took the most time. Otherwise, it was a pretty easy, although somewhat messy. I had like the glue stuck to my fingertips for a while. It wasn't a very bad repair, and I felt really good that I fixed it instead of replaced it. So how about you? Have you repaired anything recently? Tell us about it down in the comments below. And I hope that you'll consider giving me a thumbs up and even subscribing so you can watch other videos that I put out. Thanks a lot, and I hope you have a great day.